Hello, this is Vulturefire, and today I am planning to play Burn Raodan. I've already played a Burn in a deck into Shrines, but you know what? It's fun. I like running Burn. Um, so we're going to do that and see how it goes. There's a few different ways the Burn deck can go, and I don't remember exactly how I ended up playing out last time. I guarantee you I ended up griping about how bad the luck was, because that's just what I do. I always complain about having bad luck. This time, though, I've slightly rigged it in that I already have checked, and we do have Scorching Winds available to us twice. It does mean we aren't going to be able to go after Fire Elementals, which is a little unfortunate, but I think Scorching Winds is more valuable, guaranteed, than the chance at a Fire Elemental showing up in the forest. So, White Flame Endurance Cruelty. That's not bad. White Flame, unfortunately, doesn't have any actual burn, unless you count the one that applies burn to the player, and I don't. Endurance is fine. We don't really care that much about Fortress, and I guess we could take some of those cards. And Cruelty does give us the ability to pick up a couple of cards that are okay for us. So we are fighting Maw, so Cleanse is important as always. And yeah. I could get into the deck's details, but it's a burn deck. It's not too complicated. The one big note here is we do have Cauterize and Reforge because we're playing into Idols. I do think we're going to need more mana. Burn decks are always pretty mana hungry. I don't know that I like... So Charred Infuse, if we get plus status, it ends up being useful. If we don't, it ends up being less so. Charred Introspection is okay. Charred Hobble is okay. I'm going to take the Charred Infuse and hope we get plus status at some point. This is pretty useful into Cruelty. I should have paid more attention to whether Maw was a Cruelty Maw or not. That's just very good. Alright, so we don't have Cruelty here. We can force a Fiery Cleanse pinch. Oh, but we need to go into the burn, of course. So, I think we're going to go up this route. Take all of the idle fights. Go through here, and then we just get at least one elite. Although we don't get an idle elite, but the Scorching Winds cards are all great for us, so hopefully it will all work out. Set you on fire. You're already largely on fire. We want to do that. And I think we want to kind of prioritize taking out the Bentos first, because if we can get fewer enemies up, because they are all going to be trying to burn us to death, or trying to bleed us like this. And yeah, that's unfortunate. White Flame does indeed cause problems for our burn sometimes, although it does at least put burn back on. So we can do that to kill you. Yeah, that is not enough. You're not quite dying. A weak out. We can get rid of the bleed, but I don't think that's actually worth it. The good news is we aren't getting more bleed on us this turn. And also you are almost dead. And this wasn't the heal, so yeah, you're just dead. And we can even reforge this. So, one of the things here, obviously, is we do need to... I need to play one of those out. I think it's worth playing it both. We do need to find ways to pay off the burn, just because this ends up going much, much slower if we have to just wait out enough burn ticks on every enemy. We can do it, it's just not amazing for us. Honestly, we can transform the Cauterize. Mostly we want to transform everything that isn't just whatever it is. Yeah, there's the heal. That's not going to pop it. Honestly, we can get rid of that fire shield. So the white flame here is mostly useful as basically 10 free damage. Which, you know, I'll take it. Damage is damage. Bonk, bonk. Oh, right, because we lose the white flame at the start of our turn, so we only got one white flame, technically. And yeah, we aren't going to be able to get out enough stuff there, because we don't have enough powerful. Because we only have the 2 powerful that we got from white flame. Daddle white flame, I mean. We do have lethal here. Yeah, there's no way that was going to give us anything that was going to be a problem. So yeah, slow start. Fireball helps a little with the damage. Also applies a bunch of burn. Ironically, the damage out +1 doesn't actually do that much for us since we have very little in the way of actual damage dealers. This fight, fortunately, is one of the easier ones, just because the enemies have so little health. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they all decided to blade me this turn. But we do get to block all this out. And we're getting close to lethal. We will keep the fireball because that lets us force a kill out. Although we do need mana for it. There we go. Although, this is a little risky, I guess, because I don't actually know for certain if how much shield they're going to get. Okay, yeah, they get no shield. That's unfortunate. Fortunately, the it's actually worked very good for us. The whatever doesn't, the frenzy will trip burn each turn, although it's not going to matter because they're not going to survive. No. Cultivate seems okay. End of turn sturdy gain seems probably better than the other options, and I don't hate having that extra sturdy to work with. Okay. Do that. Yeah, one of the interesting notes here is that despite being a Raodan deck, we don't actually have much. We actually kind of need to get growth from cards because we are not applying enough status on our own. Which is not normally going to be the case for Raodan decks, but fortunately Hunger isn't active, so that didn't actually give them anything. If Hunger was active, the Overheal would have given them shields. It's really unfortunate to do these this late, because it just means that we have to cycle the whole deck before we'll be able to see them again. This is debating if there's any worth even playing out more than just that. I don't think there is. I guess I could have played out the Eroded just to move closer to cycling. So yeah, there's ideally from the first mid-boss we pick up one of our burn win conditions that will massively speed things up. And we have several options for what that could be. We're going to take a little bit of damage here. Okay. rid of the bright flamestone. That is actually very useful to us that we got whatever off. And we can play this. And attacking into us is going to do damage, but unfortunately... Oh no, actually we are going to have exactly enough to kill that front one. Not exactly, but exactly enough by flame. There's some powerful and some more powerful, which works out well for us. The evasion, less great for us. And we don't want to do that because we could draw into flame tap, and we really want to be able to actually play our flame taps. Watch this drop both of our flame taps. Okay, it didn't. So the week... Oh wow, this is still online through the week. I wasn't expecting that. Got to do the invasion. For whatever that's worth. Should have played that because would have technically just got rid of... Could be already burning. Oh, I guess that'll do it for us. And we're at full health, so... Unfortunately, that was deep enough that we aren't going to be able to... That it's still over there, but lethal. Alright, status apply +2. I really like picking up this incandescent focus. It's worth... Like, mana's not really a problem for us right now, but still good to have. Although, obviously, I still would like to find something like a consuming flames that would actually, you know, end fights. I'm going to leave that up to get a burn. Alright, good time for that heal to come out. Less happy about the powerful, but... I didn't need to play that. We have plenty of burn. Yeah, both of them sitting on the bottom of the deck, of course. Like I said, I get salty about RNG. It's what I do. Yeah, I think we just have to play that out. Well, there's a very good argument to be made for playing Frozen Hide instead. But yeah, I don't love it that both of our damage sources are over there. Okay. So this one's at least dead. Basically no damage out of that, unfortunately. I don't know whether it's even worth playing it at this point. Although I guess this is worse. You're already dying, so I think we don't want to burn the fire tap on you. Get it? Get it? Anyway, yep, dead. Oh, whoops. Fortunately, letting that happen once doesn't actually hurt us that much. Maybe we'll let burn go out. Okay. Healing. Those are tough, which is unfortunate. But we can play weak. We want to go up on cards before we play this. This effectively kills you. And we now only have one burn on us. And fortunately the white flame actually got the kill, which meant that we didn't get shocked, which is very important. Fix that. We just want the shield out of that. Do you want the tough out of that? Guess we get rid of that. Get rid of that. Kind of interesting to me. We keep ending up with both extra mana and not extra mana. Okay, good. That didn't heal, which is the main thing. Although that shield is annoying, we should be able to hopefully fire tap. And back to full health. Alright, shield gain +2. Happy to see that. May just take the Void Hardened skin. Yeah, I like having access to the additional tough. Although that really doesn't fix our damage problem, and this fight is going to be a slog. I think we save that and leave that patient flame up, because we do want to make sure we have a decent amount of burn going. Okay. Should have plenty of burn at this point for the rest. Well, not for the rest of the fight, but enough burn to at least get us going. Go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, this fight is a bit of a race, and it is not one that we are well positioned to win. I think we actually want to get rid of the Immolate, because that is card draw. 14 damage versus... So if this draws us... So there's a 66% chance that this draws us that, which allows us to do that. So we can get both out. Yeah, we just kind of want to get damage out when we can. Technically a bit risky. It could have been either of our fire taps if we really didn't want to draw there, but it wasn't. Alright, Powerful doesn't help us a ton, but the Fortress is okay. Boom. Alright. Pitch those two. Oh, whoops. Messed up. So, the nice thing here is, although it is stacking a lot of powerful, we have an okay ability to stack Fortress, which is ending up working out in our favor. Alright, and we can use Firebolt for value. Yeah. And go ahead and get that out, because we can. And we get a freeze. Okay. Let's go do that. I think we save the mana. And yeah, this fight has basically gone as well as we could hope. Not quickly, obviously, but we weren't really expecting quickly. The main thing is we haven't taken any damage. Honestly, it's worth going ahead and doing that. Should have gotten the... Maybe should have gotten the fortress out before I shuffled, but... The nice thing is so much of our deck now is like fruit platings and such, and cards that draw. That, yeah, we can get rid of that colorize, I think. Hey, got him. Well, Drake Egg will do. Sure. And I think we just go Drake Egg Plus. And do we just take a reroll? I think we just take a reroll token. I kind of would like it into those. So Cinder Barrage is the only one of these that we don't want because it just doesn't do anything for us. But Rampant Blaze and Incinerate are both great. Running out of cards to play here is kind of a legit concern. And to that end, I think I'm going to leave that Crude Plating sitting in the draw pile. The upside is that extra burn damage from this fight is going to work in our favor. Yeah, like there, just... It uses up all our burn, but it does so much damage. Okay, get that out. Just straight up fire tap you out of existence. And we can go ahead and do that for value. I should have copied the fire tap with the Spyglass. We could have gotten another kill. Drakes are not going to matter this fight, unfortunately, but I do like how that fight went. Yeah, reroll, Incinerate. And hopefully we can get a Rampant Blaze. But even without it, still reasonably happy. I don't love that being the opening card out from that jerk, though. But at least this one didn't try and bleed us on top of it. Right. So there's burn on everyone. Let's... think. I guess we just get rid of Cultivate. Honestly, we're just going to go with Double Drakes. And then that is going to do work for us. Goodbye. And then the Drakes are going to apply burn. Oh, right, Cruelty. Trying to figure out why they actually died there. I was thinking they had enough health, but... Well. Do that. And we don't really need any more burn. Yet. Plenty of burn for everyone. And if we can find Incinerate again, we can just win. So take you out of the picture. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't really have any healing in our deck because we got rid of the Harvest on turn 1, but that worked out. And we got the Rampant Blaze, which is incredible. Taking the reroll token. We could cut an Immolate. I don't hate the idea of cutting an Immolate, but I don't love it either. I think we're good for now. And I like, again, getting that Lucky Charm. Could go here, but I think we're just going to go here. And let's just get as much energy as possible. That seems fine. Okay, so we're going to upgrade the Rampant Blaze. The Rampant Blaze is basically cheating, and that's going to be the run. Let me actually copy this just to get AoE burn out. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we need to do. We unfortunately weren't able to get the Drake out here while doing the other stuff we wanted to do, but I think the rest of what happened was worth it. I'm less a fan of that, though. Oh, again, like, I always see the cleanse and I forget that the burn goes right back on. Okay. Okay, so let's see, which one do we most want to have go with? You. And then let's just pop you. And should be fine. Take a little bit of damage here, but it's a manageable amount. May end up freezing you out because of the Opportunist. But we also may not need to. Yeah, no, we don't need to because we can just fire tap. Hi. And then get more shield. Let our Drake do some work. This is better than the Fireball. Although it's pretty close. I guess with this, that maybe changes the math a bit. You have Opportunist now. Okay. Trying to think through how many cards we can play. Let's get burn on you to try and kill you. So this should kill you, which will force you out of that form, which should mean that we are safe from Opportunist. Yep. Fortunately, that used up all of the burn, but you can get more burn now. So it's not super relevant in this specific fight, but if I had to pick the thing that we are struggling with the most right now, it is definitely that we just do not have the whatever that we want, the cleanse, amount of cleanse that we want. Oh, that's an AoE, I didn't even realize. That's very unfortunate. Because that is our, that Drake is effectively dead, because it's not coming back until forever from now. And we are frozen. Let's pitch that and that. Okay, cool. I didn't think that we had a double freeze there, but really glad that we don't. Alright, that applies burn to our friends, which is a bit of a non-bow, but it's worth it. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made. Sometimes those sacrifices are adorable dragon friends. We are getting frozen again. We could freeze this, but why? I guess at this point, like, the question is, like, what are we saving the... I do like getting the shock out, though, on a hit that we know isn't causing us problems. Also, that ended up being really calculated. What was the last card on the deck? Frozen Height. That doesn't do anything for us. We can get that out. You're dead. Just do that. End the turn. Now we're shocked again. Pop, go security. You're basically dead because you're going to attack into my White Flame and die. Nice, getting that again so soon is pretty good for us. That White Flame is going to absolutely kill our Drake. I feel like I've seen this problem before. Like, in my last burn run. And yeah, this is kind of like why I do not like summons into idols, is that, like, you fight White Flame, they're just dead. Or you fight Hunger, and then, like, Insidious Power Stones just make you really regret any fight that can kill your idols. Or kill your summons. You just have a really bad time. And it's awful, and it's like, why? Why do you gotta be like this? Okay. So, we would like to get Fire Tap here. Honestly, I could see an argument for cutting the Drake Egg, even though I spent an upgrade on it. I'm not going to. I'm just saying, like, I could see an argument for it. And we're going to take that. It's a cleanse. This is okay. I think it's actually good. And then, yeah, Rampant Blaze has to be our upgrade here. Yeah, it's kind of tempting to cut the Drake Egg. I'm not going to, but I can see an argument for it. This specific fight was a little bit awkward because of how things shook out. Because, okay, so we have one fire egg, one fire thing, and this is a pure fire fight, which means we can get either of them we want. I don't actually know that I want Blazing Pyre more than Searing Ray. I probably do. This gives us a way to get Fire Mastery. It's just only one Fire Mastery. But it is also trips burn a bunch of times, which we have Rampant Blaze, which makes that way less valuable. So I do think we just want the Searing Ray. Let me check real quick what the upgrade on Blazing Pyre is by pulling up the wiki on my other monitor. 5 times if you do get Fire Mastery 2. Yeah, I don't think I want that here. We're actually going to go through the fight, though. Well, I mean, Keen Heom drops a really good card for us, but although I don't know that we can consistently trip that, so maybe it's not that good for us. Maybe I lied to you. You can't trust me. I'm a liar. I'm not even going to use up our burn here. And I'm just going to play that out and leave this in hand because we do just want to get burned out, I think. This is very good. It's also very good. I want all of these, thank you, but I'm going to do this because it gets us a bunch of growth. Okay, that's fine. This becomes much worse right now. But we're still going to do it, because especially with drawing that. Goodbye. We're just going to freeze you up. This should be lethal. Sanctuary, thank you. So Sanctuary is one of those cards where it's like not necessarily always what we're looking to play, but it's so good that we just can't pass it up. This is a little awkward. I think we're going to do this, and then we're going to Incinerate. Although incinerating ourselves is a little bit awkward here because they're all because they have Fire Mastery. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna get that out. I'd like to have gotten that out, but kind of our ideal draw this turn is Arcane Silence. Okay, well. That's still good, although it's a little annoying that it gives shield out, but it's still absolutely worth playing. We're now very on fire. And they're going to try to trip our fire. So we can get rid of their Fire Mastery at least. Oh, whoops, I messed up a little bit. I was thinking I was going to have enough left that I should have discarded the whatever focus. So the nice thing here is that we are only actually going to take one of these burns to the face, basically. The annoying thing is because of how this scaling works out, like each burn tick did more damage because the later Fire Masteries increased the damage. Should do that. Goodbye. Really wish I could play that. Although this turn is not as important, it still would have gotten rid of the Fire Masteries. This is not a useful turn to have plated, although to be fair, only 1 in 3 turns is useful to have plated in this particular fight. Get rid of most of the burn. Got Fire Mastery. Still a bit of a problem for our friendo. We are going to need that shield when this burn gets tripped on us. Even more burn. So you're basically dead. Now you're actually dead. Goodbye. Do I just take the ice burn? I think I do. Over whatever we're going to get out of that. Yeah. Damage taken by attacks -1. So the question is, which side do we go after mid-boss? This fight is just such a pain in the butt. Ghostly Scream's okay, but Crystal Lake's good. This fight, we can technically get another burn card. We can get a bunch of events. Yeah. Alright. This fight does just so much damage. I definitely messed up here. But it's okay. We didn't actually lose recoverable there. We just got really close. These turrets can cleanse themselves. I mean, I guess if you look at Drake, I guess being like 8 damage and burn 3 of the first enemy for 1 mana, it's still fine. It still makes it better than like an Immolate. It just is disappointing every time that I mess up and my friend does die. Aha. Bye. Another fireball or more shield. I don't hate having another fireball. Mana on it is a little tight. We could re-roll and force a White Flame Surge, which I don't hate. Just guarantees it's a good mana card. Do we need the plated for these fights? I don't think so. That's pretty good. And yeah, this fight cleanses a bunch. I don't think we need any of those cards really. It obligates us to go through another one of those fights. This fight's just a pain in the butt. We're just gonna go here. God, if I do this, then my summon dies before it even gets a chance to act, which I don't think is worth it. I could freeze. I don't think that's worth it. Although I guess I wasn't thinking I was going to take damage, and I absolutely did lose health there. Yeah. Could freeze this out just to avoid the potential of these statuses causing us problems, but I think the odds are good enough that we don't get Arcane Blasted here. Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, especially because we can just go, nope. And we can play that even. So Firestorm, Fire Mastery. These are the two cards we're kind of looking for out of this fight. I don't think this is a fight where Sanctuary is going to matter. I think we want to get that out of hand. Still need to figure out where exactly I'm planning to spend my my Spyglass. And I really don't know. Although it's not any of these, I can tell you that much. Because they weren't skills. Okay. Think. Turn him into freeze there. It's not surprisingly close, but it's actually... Nope, still not. No. Nope. We're now 1 freeze off. He's worth priming though. Alright, to get that heal. Go ahead and pop off the other plated stack. Could just copy the Void Hardened skin. Yeah. I want that to go away. Goodbye, Drake. You did your best. Okay. Aha! Go ahead and stack up another frozen. Oh, that's not enough. And then we draw back into rampant plays, we should be good. And yeah, like, the thing with this fight is so there's just no reason to play with those Dama eggs, because giving up draws is just basically always more justifiable than whatever. Goodbye. Do we spin the reroll here? Yes, because, alright, yeah, very happy to see that Firestorm. I think we may just upgrade it. This upgrade is just +2 mana that makes it cheaper and does a little more. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think we can cut the Cauterize because we have the Sanctuary. That's probably risky. We do need to still find another cleanse before the end of Area 3. We don't need it for Valley Guardians, so... Okay, let's pop off some of your stuff. Let's freeze you out. Get more burn on you. That seems like an okay place to end the turn. Okay. Plated tends to be good for us, and less good for the enemies. And we can reforge the Bright Flamestone. It's just not a problem anymore. This is the awkward thing with Firestorm sometimes, is that you don't always you aren't always in a good position to actually use it. Alright. The plated. Playing that doesn't make a ton of sense right now. We just get out more burn. Yeah, Firestorm is the thing that we want once we get further into a fight. It is an argument also kind of for cutting the Incinerate. Since Incinerate, the conflict rates don't go great with Firestorm. I think we pitch those. I would actually play the fire, whatever out. Alright. For some reason I didn't think we were taking this much damage, but we absolutely are. So Void Hardened Skin needs to get played this turn. Void Hardened Skin probably needs to get played twice this turn. I also really want to play that, but there's no real way for us to do that. Alright, there aren't any barriers out, it looks like. Or, I lied, but they weren't relevant barriers. I think we freeze you out just so we don't have to deal with some of this madness. Specifically, we don't have to get Arcane Blasted or Shock. You're absolutely taking way more damage this fight than I thought we were going to, but... was not paying attention to the purity, but it didn't matter. Security gone. And now we get Arcane Blast. Which is unfortunate. That's turn. This is happening this turn. Does this kill everything? I don't think so, but... killed several things. I don't hate drawing the infuse next turn. Alright, cleanse and heal. Defense is obviously still a problem. I would take another Void Hardened Skin. Also, mana is a little bit of an issue, so I would take more mana. I say mana is a little bit of an issue. Mana is a lot bit of an issue. Toughen Focus isn't really what we're looking for, but it's fine. Starting Purity is pretty good. Just take events. Okay. Erratic movements, but not hostile toward you. Notice that makes groans like it's unhappy. I think this is not offer shiny crystals. Nope. I'm actually just going to restart because I'm really curious what the answer here is, and I just do not know. Because I don't know this event yet. I'm not a huge fan of this particular event because it's one of those, the text theoretically is giving you clues, but it's not really clear what the answer is. Because like trying to scare like, oh, maybe it has hiccups. Who knows? You look around, feel giant tense up, but yes, they still eventually use no spot. Sizable rock splinter, stuck-sized ankle. We get Stony Nap, which is pretty okay. Duplitome. That will work with whatever. So Stony Nap is going to be very good. We can Duplitome that at some point, but not yet. I mean, we could do it now, but we don't want to. We are going to play that, but... Oh, that is not the thing I meant to activate. Well, I meant to do that. My brain just, I guess, floored like it does. Okay. So, I'm going to do that first, and then that. Because we want to get rid of some of that white flame. Oh, right. There's only actually space for one summon there. I could have tripped burn on that one, but I wanted to actually keep burn on the back one. Where did that... Oh, the burn on us from Rampant Blaze. That's where the purity went. Oops. I think we just discard that, actually. And that's not really what I was hoping to see. I was hoping to see mana, but... it's kind of my own fault. This could be a problem. We probably need to freeze you. We've already seen... yeah, Iceburn. We've already seen most of the deck, I guess. Probably going to freeze out here. Yeah. I think we hold that for now. Okay. Okay, let's get that out and that, I guess. Thinking. Yeah, we're just not going to get whatever out. Oh, that's not going to be enough, is it? Well. We are just eating so much damage this turn. And we're still shocked. This doesn't quite kill us, but it gets way closer than I would like. I think weak is more valuable than the whatever, but it's hard to say. Alright, that will turn this on, which is important. That's going to get rid of the Mighty, which is relevant. It's a little awkward. So if I do this, just get to clean off some of those ranks. So we're not actually taking any damage here, which is something. And we're no longer shocked, which is important. Well, it's also important that we can find a way to get rid of that purity. And I don't like using rampant blaze for that. Oh. This is unfortunate. Ah, stop shocking us. Do I just do that twice? At this point, yes, I think I do. Especially with this shot coming out again. That's just so brutal. And we're getting shocked again, and arcane detonated. That's really unfortunate. And frozen. No, we're getting arcane detonated. We are getting frozen. Oh, getting frozen is actually okay, because it means that we're only going to get half frost from that. We do that. And in his turn. Okay, that's actually a great turn for that to come out. We need to cut the incineration so that the firestorm is more valuable. Pop. God, those cleanses though. The good news is it gets harder and harder for us to actually get arcane detonated. Really not loving drawing that on the same turn that we get that the purity's up. I guess I can do that. Security's off of you. Alright. Worth it. I honestly think we just do that. Not amazing, but it gets us some out at least. And we just hope that we don't take 45 arcane here. Oop. Okay, good. It's also a very good turn for that to come out. And we're not shocked, which is good. We have enough tough that that doesn't really important. I'm good at words, by the way. Yeah, Firestorm is still going to do arc for us here. It does like 120 damage there. Or not 120, it does 72 damage there. But this is where, like, if we could get a Fire Mastery, it would be so much better. Let me take some damage. But it could have been a lot worse. I think we need that shield. Maybe I should get rid of that. I think that was... I don't know what that was, but regardless of what it was, I didn't want it to happen. This resistance is taking a lot of whatever damage, but of white plate damage, but it also does so much damage. I don't know that I can justify not playing it. Yeah, no, I had to play that. Although now it obviously means that I wasted that freeze. So let's just make the Incinerate go away because we are not interested in playing it. So we do have to worry about the Revenge hit coming out pretty soon, probably next turn. The Revenge hit being, yeah, that it does after we've killed its friend. That is so close to being enough frost, and we do not have whatever out. I think we have to just end the turn and hope that we don't get. Okay, we can get Arcane detonated. Okay, we are just super frozen. That helps a little bit. We do get frozen again, but keep trying to get more shield up. Big hits come out, and we have to find a way to deal with them or get the kill this turn. This helps a little bit. Do it. Okay, Fire Mastery, please. No luck. I honestly kind of... No, we're going into Maul. We need to take an Arcane Silence again. I think we need to upgrade one of them. And we're going to cut the Incinerate as promised. And we definitely need to rest. So we do get another couple shots at Rampant Blaze. Ooh, we can get a, well, thing is we want to go through protectors. Oh, we have protectors up here as well. So the question is, how much do we value? We could go here, here, here. That seems okay. Is that another protector? That's another protector. Honestly, with that many protectors, we could probably afford to go this route. Or even through here. And just skip a couple fights. And then, yeah, let's take... Sorry, I got distracted by stuff. We don't have any actual way to use that, do we? We don't have any strikes. Still going to take it. There's an outside chance we end up with a strike. And yeah, I think we go up this route. You're a jerk. This is another reason why where Drake gets just dumpstered. So this takes off the hidden there. Or we can get tough. And then you'll just die, but I think that's still fun. Oh, right, we have evasion. So you survive for one turn. So next time it decides that it wants to just be a jerk. Yeah, the fireball's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, we can't ever use that. I don't think that's worth it. I could duplicate this. That doesn't seem amazing to me right now. Okay, I'm gonna do that though. Wow, we actually had all three of those. And I know that it looked like two of them were evaded, but I mean, it had 2 ranks of evasion. And we hit through it, which means that was sort of luck that I called BS on when it happens to me, so. Gotta be happy about it happening to not me. For you. Should just preserve mana, but if we join the Rampant Blaze again, we just win. That also, I think, wins. Goodbye. We're going into Maul. Take a second Sanctuary. Oh, we don't have White Flame into Maul, which is nice. Although we do have, whatever. We do have Endurance, so we go to the period from that, but we were going to get one of the two. Do this, makes more sense. So I'll turn this on. Go ahead and do that, mostly because I don't know that I care about redrawing into it. I actually like an increasing fun at this point. So we can play that. Can also play this. and getting rid of it is worth it. Especially since we can cleanse off all of the week. And we get another plated. What are we drawing? Not worth it. Well, do I care about drawing them next turn? Not really. So I can just get them out of the deck. Okay. Of course, we drew on them next turn anyway. Let's do this, which will let Fireball go off. We probably need to upgrade Fireball so it's just more useful. Okay, so now we've got it enough that like if we duplicate that, it will just be pure value. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh no! I didn't think about that. Well, it's fine. I'm just gonna do this, and now it'll die, and it's fine. It's like the poison blood mistake never happened. All right, yeah, I think I like the increasing inferno more here. Since we found another sanctuary, I don't need the other thing. This would be great if our drakes weren't just immediately dying. That's all useless. This gets us a trinket that we don't actually care about. Okay, so normally I'd go here. I'm gonna do anyway. We don't have a reroll token, which means that we could get a reroll token here, or we could get other things that are useful. Is there anything here where you're okay getting rid of? I don't think so. So we just do that. Pop, and pop, and pop. Leave that to get rid of later, potentially. I probably should have left that burn thing in hand. Evasion flame. But maybe not. Right. And we avoid becoming weaklings. I think we just get rid of the mana shield. It's really unfortunate for turn for that. I don't think it's worth playing that. Well, gives us tougher next turn. And just gives 10 shield out, which is not that bad. Cool. I'll take it. Get rid of that. Yeah, I should have sequenced a different one. I think we freeze out one of these because this is the turn that they apply a bunch of curse, and I would rather not be cursed. Yeah, I realized I sequenced that wrong and I missed out on damage if I had frozen before I hit arcane. Whatever. Look, I'm bad at actually figuring out my turn in advance. Alright, well, we know our history, so we're never playing that again, so may as well play it now. Oh, whoops, I meant to duplicate the zero cost copy. Oh. This detonates us, but I'm pretty sure it also kills, so yeah. Easily a worthwhile trade-off. That's the one, these are the two that we least wanted to see, but Prismatic Shield is actually very okay. I certainly don't hate it. And we do get an upgrade, and that's absolutely worth it. No. I'm spending a lot of time thinking it. I don't want any of this. Honestly, okay, well this... Actually, I think we do it for Fireball Plus. Makes it a lot easier to play out. I think we want to be able to get that out. Fortunately, like this is... Like the fact that we have like, what, 4 protectors on this map total, I'm taking as compensation for all of the runs that I've done recently where I just like got no protectors in the entire first area. Or in the entire third area, whereas I had Maw. I could dupe that. And then just do that twice. Sure. I'm just going to put all the ice burns on here because I just want to get as much rampant blaze damage out as I can. Alright, so you're going to kill this and then immediately die. Oh. Rip. Alright, I get evasion. Or no, they get evasion, I get frenzy. That's still entirely reasonable. Firestorm. You still have whatever. Alright, so whenever we drop it back into Rampant Blaze, it should do good work for us. That's a lot of curse. Fortunately, I don't have a follow-up. Okay, this dork is going to die. Burn plus curse. There's a fortunately. And we're hidden. Doesn't even do anything. That does. Should have done that first. And that should be basically lethal. Bye. Just quomped. Fire Mastery. We got one. Fire Mastery 4 is great. I don't even know that there's anything I super care about cutting here. I think we may finally cut one of the immolates. I don't think we need it now. Like I said, I think that's worse than the Drake slightly. So we're clear, we absolutely cannot fight. Oh, I need to get rid of that though. I don't have it. Well. Oh, that ended up costing me way more cards than I thought it was going to. Still worth it. So we now have burn on everybody. I'm not fighting CPU with this list. We are not CPU ready. Alright, Frenzy is good. And going pop, pop, pop is good. Because that's worth 8 growth. No, it's not worth duping that. Is it? Well, adds out a lot of burn. We end up slightly on fire, but I think that's fine. This doesn't actually use up all the burn on things. And it does a considerable amount to ruin days. Nope. Just get rid of one of those. Oh, we're not tough, but I don't know what matters. Yeah, because we have evasion. Fire Mastery is amazing. Clear Focus is amazing. I think that's worse. That's definitely worse. That's worse. Discard. And we can force a second Clear Focus here when we get to the end of this area. Absolutely, we'll take an upgrade. It may just be the Focus. Or maybe the Patient Flame. I think it is mana. It's just a matter of which mana. That's only +2. Which is the same that Patient Flame is, and I think Patient Flame is more reliably online. Now let's take Patient Flame Plus. Go here. No CPU even offered. What buffs do we have up? So we won't have the Blade going into Maw, which I kind of would like. Yeah, we'll just take Blade going into Maw. So rude. I'm gonna leave that up because I think we do want to give out 5 burn, especially because they're just gonna steal our mana anyway, like jerks. Man, look at this exactly perfect numbering there. And we get tough out. Let's see what we get here. I'm curious. Sure. Sequenced that wrong, but whatever. Trying to steal our mana, but we ran out of mana a while back. Alright, there is some burn out. There's more burn out. And there is plenty of shield. So next time Rapid Blaze comes around, we should be able to win. That doesn't do a ton for us right now. So many trash cards. We just do that. We absolutely do that. Okay, we're absolutely gonna Spyglass that. It's just a question whether or not we duplicate. Yeah, we'll go ahead and duplicate it. That seems like a pretty okay duplicate combo. we'll save. Whatever. Like we're at what? Yeah, 18 damage. Plus 12 damage on the burn, so 18 damage burn procs. Pretty nice. Means that Firestorm is going to be devastating. Although it looks like we don't need Firestorm. Because Rampant Blaze is devastating. Oh man, we are going to get exact lethal here. You know what? No, you don't ever get to set your buffs up. You're just going to die. Oh, we get more than exact lethal because Dragon Friend. Yes. And we'll rest once. That's pretty bad here. That's useless here. I would take a tough going in if I could get it. See, the problem is like now I have to think. Do we cut the Immolate? We may cut one of the fire shields. We have another shield generation. We're just gonna go in. Okay. Bag of tools. Alright. I get hit a bunch of times, but it doesn't matter. There's all of the Void Stones and the Rune Stones. The only thing is, like, we don't have... I guess those heal us, but we don't have any other real ways to use them. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so... let's bypass that. Important to get space in hand so that I don't just completely goozle myself. Admit it. Leave a comment if you expected me to forget about hand size and just completely screw myself over and then complain about being dumb again. I did. I expected that. That was me. Guess we just go ahead and do this. That because I don't want to get more trash cards and more curse right now. Alright, there we go. Kind of was what I was looking for. And we can go ahead and play that. Because we can get the heal out. I don't know that we even have any spells. Guess we may as well do that, and we can at least draw back into the spells with it. The Shadow Rays with it. Or we could reforge it. I think we just reforge. Yeah, I do think we reforge the Shadow Ray. I was going to super regret that if I did that and then it turns out that like we drew. So you're just going to super die. Actually, you're... yeah, you are. The Reflect one... oh no, because of course the lack of tough whatever meant that that took way more. Alright, let's see if we can find any of our Sanctuaries this turn. Both of our clear focuses are gone, but... we do get to do that. I can do that. Please don't arcane. Okay, we didn't get arcane detonated that turn. You're at 22 damage, whatever's right now. Get it plated out. All right. these stupid things out. Oh, we do have that. Good. But you get through now so much freaking purity. This is where having the Abyss Dagger would have helped, because we could have combined it with Shadow Slashes. Alright, so that has to happen. See if I get this. Okay, we do need that mana. For that, I think. Yeah, we were just drowning in cards, in trash cards. And so much purity as well. Just do that. Well, at least we don't have any shield to lose. And that works out pretty nicely. Should probably just discard that. Yep, punished forever, thinking I could get away with playing out any of the trash cards. Well. Alright. Okay. I think we leave that in hand because we just really want to get burned out. Fortunately, because of all that fortress that we got from the whatever card, we were able to actually get whatever. We're going to get through all this purity just in time for Mod to set up 1 billion more. Should have done this first. No. Yeah. And I can't afford to play that even. This again, which at least does give her some of that purity. All right, double cleanse. Yeah, we're actually taking damage here. Yeah, it's just like, there was just never enough. Whatever. And like, we've played out a decent number of them. And it just doesn't matter. Oof. We can get this freeze though. Curious, what does our draw pile look like? 4, 7 of those, and 2 shadow rays. God. I know I'm hitting into this, whatever, but I guess we'll just get there on, yeah. Guess we're just gonna get there on, shadow slashes. Hooray. And so yeah, all we needed was 2 Sanctuaries, 2 Clear Focuses, an Arcane Silence Plus, an Arcane Silence, and we almost kept up. But yeah, like, we had 11, before we drew, we had 11 trash cards in our deck on that final turn, despite all of the other ones we played out. God, I hate trash. I hate Shrine 3 Maw. It's so much worse than Bayonator for, especially for, really for any deck, but especially for slow decks, because it stacks Purity. It gets such a huge boost from Powerful because it does like X8 multi-hits. And there are several idols that throw out Powerful. And then it does just, it gets with 3 or more idols active, it'll have that plus 40% bonus to everything, which means that it gives out, instead of 2 cards, it gives you 3 trash cards every time. And yeah, it just sucks a lot. Anyway, that's me done griping about a run that I won fairly handily. I did promise you at the beginning that I was going to be whining a bunch. So, you have no one to blame but yourself. Leave a comment if you stayed through to listen to me whine. Anyway, that's it for this time. I'll see you next time. Toodles.